change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gotta rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gotta rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gotta rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how I'm still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Fits it through the middle. Space on the right. He's got room. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. His first throw is an interception. And the Seahawks take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Give now to the running back. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
They'll throw on 1st. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll try and throw it here. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
One of those times and moments that even though it's been years and decades, I can still hear the great Mike Holmgren saying to me, After I tried to scramble as a QB that couldn't really run like our guy today, and he would say, "Oh, Brock, bless your heart. Oh, bless your heart." And really what he's saying is, don't ever try that again.
It's inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for two. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board. Really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Complete to DK Metcalf. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. In motion, right is Metcalf. This is Walker on 2nd. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's good for 7 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third and long for him here. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
So he makes up for his earlier miss in the game. He knocks that one right through. And it's important for him to move past that early miss, Kate, because you never know if he's going to be needed for a big moment when we get to the 4th.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. It's a design boot. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A quarter down, 3 more. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They're going play action. Buys time, rolling right. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the sack. He's got it near the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. They're running again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here on these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Back to throw, needing a first. He's on the move. Gets himself free. And he's out of bounds very close to that marker, but it looked a tad short. Oh, and it is! That's a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll throw it from his own end zone. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick six. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Escapes out to the left. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick six, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Staying with Walker. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Putting a receiver in motion. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Seahawks with 7 to go here on 3rd down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. We send a man in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Man in motion here. They're going for this. Gets downfield on 4. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
They've got a man in motion. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Running with Walker again. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Rams are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red. Could have saved 3 points there, heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Throwing here on 2nd and a handful. Running right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Second and 10 now. That one's cut along the left sideline. A pickup there of 39. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Play action on first down. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Not sure he knew he went out of bounds before he made a play on that ball, Brock, but he was the first to touch it coming back in, and that's going to get the penalty. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Just 4 seconds left, Brock. Only time for one play, and it's going to be a field goal try. This is a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, it's a fake. They're throwing. It's caught but short of the first. And they were all over this one. They stop him short, and the fake fails. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. And that played good enough for a first. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Throwing now on first down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams throw the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Trying the right side. And he's brought down for a loss.
Talk to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They'll throw on third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up. And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll throw it again. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Big gain downfield. It's a Seattle touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 14. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Now give left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll throw on 1st. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They give it to him again. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 9-point advantage. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3- or 4-point play. Like when you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. They send a man in motion. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. He beams one deep right side. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. It's caught Metcalf. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Here's the snap on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
He rolls to his right. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Brought in inside the 20. There it is, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. And after that last-second score in the 3rd, we'll resume play with a kickoff. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Rolling left, buying some time. As the open man downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Throwing now from the gun. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, most of these screens, just on paper, give a free lane to the rusher as linemen try to get out and get into their blocks. But normally the throw is out quick enough, well advanced to those rushers getting home. But sometimes when things aren't set up right, they break down, and he's forced to take the sack instead.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Third and long for him here. He lobs it deep middle. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Rams get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kate, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day. As a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning track. 300 feet in the air, he hummed that baseball to gun down the runner at home plate. The difference here in football, yeah, you throw that ball up, that DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a play. That is just incredible defensive football.
Pass is hauled in by the running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's a give up the middle. Has a lane inside the 35. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. Working quickly here. First down from the red zone. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Rams put up even more points in a win. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Rams get to him, and he's dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he is on third and long. It's tipped away, and he's going to hit hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Man in motion here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He lofts it deep left. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Complete over the middle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams close to beginning the year 4-0. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Pass play now. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, L.A. Ooh, baby, Brock. This one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
And now the Rams set for another 2-point conversion attempt. A tight end in motion now. He's throwing for it. Flush down now to his left. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Taken in by Pierce. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll motion him out of the backfield. They'll throw on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10 now. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. They connect on the deep shot. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Seahawks putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
The Seahawks offense, look at this. They aren't leaving the field, lining up and going for 2. Receiver in motion, going left. will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Trying to set this up quick. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds a man right side. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They go play action on first. Gets this one to Pierce. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
He sends this one to the end zone. Oh, intended for Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Rams take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Wide open, downfield, got it! And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
now I'm gonna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
Say poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black. Designer say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, Q. Let's go, I'ma get. Unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'ma get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like them. These, I come through and nip you crickets. I come through and moves be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rickshaws throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, and these know who to play with.
okay. Man, I'm coming in hot, okay. I gotta give it all I got, yes, sir. I'm living the dream. I'ma make it for the team. I want the gold and the green. Greatest that you ever seen. Hey, hey, you ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. Look at me go. Hey, we about to blow. Act like you know. Hey, we on the road. Look at me go. Hey, bringing it home. We in the zone. Hey, 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 hey. Look at me go. Running it up. Running it up. Look at me go. Look at me go. Look at me go. Hey, hey, you ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. Look at me go. Look at me go. Hey, we about to blow. Act like you know. Hey, we on the road. Look at me go. Hey, bringing it home. We in the zone. Hey, 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 hey. Look at me go.
I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur, weeks on Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him help, yeah. Get these boys help, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips, butterflies on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Need to go head to toe. DT, she's glossy. Give her one kiss just softly. She's a man, get him me. I think you know.
Yeah. Bia, Bia. Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm
Hey, Ron! Silver! Okay,
I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, have my with him
Ready
like
up.
that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming
Hey, lion,
right
lion!
back.
There goes the hut.
She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur, weeks on Friday
Rip,
for
23.
sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him help, yeah. Get these boys help, yeah. She does it well,
Red on red.
yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips,
Hey,
butterflies
hey.
on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Need to go head to toe. DT, she's glossy. Give her one kiss just
All right, let's go.
softly. She's a man, get him me. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, have my
On the
with him
double.
like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming right back.
Black ice cream, Ashanti.
Lisa, 24. There we go.
Let it rain on me. On my head, boy. On my knees like that, Lord, please pray for me.
There we go.
Say the grace for me.
Sad boy, what you want? Eat that,
Hey, go, go!
shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows
Silver!
when I play with him like that.
red. Here we go. Ready, ready. Here we go. Hey, easy, route. Hey, run. Got it, ready? Hey, lion. Hunt. Rip, 23. Ready? Here we go, son.
We about to move, son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I make the backyard
Red on red.
stampede. I make the trash car feel like it's
Here we go,
a rally. Hanging like a war hog or like a bay seed. And hit the stage, turn the people into family. I'm talking back
Hey,
then,
hey,
you didn't know
Silver.
me. But you feeling now, acting like the homie. Talking about, let me know if you feel it right now. Can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. Feel it right now. We about to move, son.
All right, let's go.
Do what I should, like. Point, like. Do what I could, like. Point, like. Do what I should, like. Point, like. Do what I could, like. Point, like. Do what I should, like. Point, like. Do what I could, like. Point, like. Do what I should, like. Point, like. Do what I could.
Lisa, 24. Here we go, son. Hey, go. Here we go, son. On red. Hey, easy, route. Hey, run. Hey, lion.
rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money.